Happy Monday, everybody.
Deja.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
We always say that, but I think in Hawaii it's 5 o'clock. Right?
Is it 5 o'clock? What time is it right now? It's 8 o'clock right now. How many hours is Hawaii behind?
Three hours
Two
behind.
or three.
It's 5 o'clock in Hawaii.
Nice.
And then what time is it in Australia? All right, that was a bad joke.
What time is it in Germany?
Too early.
In Australia, it's time to get your guns back, folks.
Well, I mean, the buyback wasn't a good idea. Let's put it that way. Because there was a bunch of people saying that, hey, listen, we were being shot at. There was nobody to shoot back. It's like, well, yeah, you guys kind of sold it off a couple of years ago. So
I hope at least they got a decent return on their investment.
I hope so. Yeah, it's a tax write-off, man.
Yeah.
Socialism for you. Guys, WiseNutsPodcast.com. Check out our merch. Everything's available from the Epstein Didn't Kill Himself to the throwback WiseNuts shirt, which I'm wearing right now. Click on the link right there. It'll direct you directly. Blah, blah, blah. It'll
Do you
take
wear the
you
same one every
directly.
Monday?
I have two.
You have two of them. So
two.
you rotate it. Wow.
I rotate it. Yeah. One.
High roller, this guy.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we got to avoid, like back-to-back shows, because then it's like, all right, you got one on Monday, another one on Tuesday. Then I got to throw it in the wash, and then I mean, not that the color is going to go away. It's good quality, but I don't know where I'm going with this. But anyways,
quit while you're ahead.
Yeah, quit while I'm ahead. Guys, we want to thank Dr. Raffi for taking time out of his very, very busy schedule and Monday to be with us.
Pleasure.
When was the last time you were with us? Like 4 or 5 years ago, right?
May of 2020. Like
right after the lockdown. Right at the peak.
When XRP was 22 cents and I got a nice tip from Arno, held it for 5 years, sold it and traded it to Solana right before Trump won the election, and it just skyrocketed.
You know what's crazy?
Oh, man, I held it for 5 years.
And then you sold it for 32 cents.
50 cents.
Hold on, how much did you buy XRP for when we told you?
1,500, and I got 6,600 shares. And it's literally just stayed 20 cents, 80 cents for 5 years. And then Solana was doing so good when I started. It's only been going up. I'm like, okay, might as well. And then
listen, whatever stock or crypto you want to buy, ask JJ first to buy it. Because the moment he buys it, it crashes. Then you buy it at the crash. And then the moment he sells it, it goes up.
So basically, just, those apps, have you guys seen those apps where it says what the politicians are actually investing in and to like mimic and match it, like the Nancy Pelosi's, the Chuck Schumer's? We should make one with Jay, I guess, at this point, where it's like, do the opposite of whatever JJ is doing.
Exactly. You should create a Instagram or X page and just tell us what you're investing in, so it's like, we could run away from
Jay just bought Microsoft.
How do you think Elon Musk went from $500 billion to $120 billion?
Oh man,
this guy bought Tesla at the time.
You want to just bring him on as a guest and just roast him?
It's too easy.
We'll do that on another day. But it's been a while since we've had you on. Yeah. Obviously, when we first had you on, you had a very, very kind of, I don't want to call it a small office, but it was like an up and coming office where it was you and you had a couple of staff members, and all of a sudden, a couple of years passes, you've beyond expanded, and you're to the point where, you have multiple doctors on staff, multiple staff members. In fact, when we were at your clinic, I mean, you got massage chairs, you got the latest equipment that, I mean, we hadn't even seen before.
Yeah. I had seen something similar at Chuck E. Cheese, but
which one? Oh,
the one that we said it's zero gravity. But it just Chuck E. Cheese one just bounces you around.
That's VR. That's VR.
Oh, is that VR?
You're confusing it with the
I guess so.
With the VR. But tell us, I mean, chiropractic obviously has a lot to do with, a lot of people confuse it with the whole car accident, I gotta go see a chiropractor. And can we kind of dive into what chiropractic is all about? Because it's not all about car accidents and going there to just get your quote unquote adjustments.
And I do take it personally, and I don't like it when they say, oh, you're like a car accident doctor. No, I'm a chiropractor who also accepts car accident cases. Okay. But it's more than that. But the treatments we offer, does help and get patients to wellness. So they do associate it. Oh, I have an acute injury, traumatic injury. Chiropractor is known to kind of get us back to a pre-accident or pre-traumatic state, right? Where we believe with a proper balance of nutrition, sleep, mental and physical health, your body can overcome pretty much most diseases, right? So,
And a lot of it can be fixed with the adjustments. Like a lot of people, when they talk about, oh, you know what, work is so stressful, I got all this tension in my neck, my back. Chiropractic can actually help relieve a lot of that, right?
I don't want to say we treat or can improve everything. There's just so many things, and I don't want anyone to get a misunderstanding. But yes, especially if it's soft tissue pain, like muscular, okay, with decompression, exercises, stretches, or adjustments, a lot of the pain can be relieved. There's patients that we won't adjust. There's patients we only adjust. There's patients we need to do like 5, 6 different things, spend over an hour with. Everyone's different.
What is
But
the philosophy behind chiropractic?
so MDs and DCs, the difference of them being invented was about 5 years. So MD's philosophy is disease comes from the blood. So every disease is bloodborne, and we believe that it comes from the nervous system, and that's like our main difference. Um, if your body is designed in a way, let's say your brain, which 80% of your nervous system is in your brain and your brainstem. The 20% is pretty much in your arms down the spine. If it's sending a signal to, let's say, your heart to pump a certain speed or amount of blood into your body and recycle it or make your arms move, if there's some impingement or something blocking that signal, then it's going to start being misused or it's going to be in pain. Does that make sense?
Mm. So it's kind of like if we use the same analogy in a car, it's like one of the wires has been cut off or somehow.
I use
A short.
If you're watering, you're using a hose to water plants, right?
Mhm.
And then what happens when you put a kink on that wire? The water's not going to flow. Same thing with a nerve. If that synapse is trying to feed nutrition to the muscle to like work or have a function, and something's blocking that signal, it's not going to work properly. So what we do is we align the spine, open up those nerve openings, which we call foramen, so the nerve can finally do its job and function.
Because there's also pediatric chiropractic,
Yes.
right? Practice. I
Yes.
mean, I've seen that on social media where certain pediatric chiropractors talk about how different, I guess, children who are born with certain diseases or malfunctionality,
Yes.
can get well through adjustments with the
Yes.
chiropractor as well.
Especially, I don't know if you've seen it. I offered it to you guys, but nobody wanted it. The craniofacial release that I perform, where we stick the balloon through the nasal cavity and adjust the skull.
Do you have a balloon with you right now?
I did not bring it. You guys got lucky. I was so busy. I was running late. I forgot. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it.
Well, we got to come back for that because I'm very curious about that. Does that help with sleep apnea, for example?
You know what? I had a very close friend of mine inquire about it today. So I had my staff send me a picture of what benefits you get or what. 1 second, let me just find it.
What is it like? Basically, like the changes in your
Okay, no.
nasal.
So if you want me to go down the entire list, because it's most of the patients that do come to me is because of sleep apnea or breathing disorders. They've had a fractured nose and they just can't breathe properly.
Okay.
But this has so much more benefits, and it's more for neurological diseases or dysfunctions. Okay. So yeah, sinus conditions, snoring, sleep apnea, migraine headaches, head trauma, post-concussion syndrome. Let's just go through a few. It treats trigeminal neuralgia 100% of the time. Bell's palsy.
What is?
So you have your trigeminal nerve. So it has 3 branches. So if you, let's say, turn your neck or randomly, you'll get literally a shock to your forehead, face, and like mandible area.
Oh, like
Yeah.
a
And you will
a funny bone kind of
yeah.
like thing.
It gets affected and it's not pleasant. Any nerve pain like meningitis and stuff, it's not going to be pleasant.
I heard you say Bell's palsy.
Yeah, that treats it 100% of the time. Tinnitus, vertigo, seizures, strokes, insomnia, TMJ, and then learning disorders, ADD, emotional disorders, vision, stigmatism, anxiety, autism, depression, epilepsy, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, MS, multiple sclerosis. And again, we're not saying we treat it or cure MS, but this responds favorably to it. So personally, I did have a patient with MS, and when she first walked in, she was with a cane, walking very awkwardly, couldn't walk straight. Her gait was definitely affected. And sometimes when talking, she would start talking like this and then go back and back to that type. Within a few visits, the second visit, third visit, the cane's gone. She's walking properly, and very little, she would have those little outbursts. And uh, very happy for her. She was excited. She was actually documenting it for her own series. I want to say, I don't want to give out names, but there was a point she had to travel and do what is it when appearances, and you just get tied up with work and it goes away. But recently, the woman who referred that patient told me she's considering coming back. So
It's so important to focus on your health before other appearances or work related things. And I'm sure that whoever you're working for or making appearances for can at least allow you to focus on your health. Because look, if your health diminishes, you're no longer going to be able to make those appearances.
and we take it for granted, don't
Oh,
we, guys?
100%.
Like just the other day, I was like, if I have a runny nose where it's like really irritated, I'm like, oh, I'll appreciate not having a runny nose or like an inflamed nose ever, right? The smallest things make you realize how important health is.
Absolutely.
And you shouldn't do it when it's already too late. Get your regular checkups as well, guys, because I've been hearing just, it's sad. It's like with cancer and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, especially with the Armenian males as well, where we take health for granted. We talk about it all the time on the show, where we say, do your routine checkups, do your blood work. If something's bothering you, something feels off, talk to your doctor about it. Don't hold it in. I mean, we're all guilty of it.
Of course.
We're all guilty of it. And in fact, I was actually talking to my wife the other day. She was like, I'll make the appointments. All you got to do is just show up. And I appreciate that, because if she doesn't make the appointments, I sure as hell am probably not going to make it.
Guilty. But look, what is pain? Okay. Pain is pretty much your body trying to tell you something is not right. Whether it's a swollen ankle, okay, you injured some ligaments, probably twisted your ankle, whatnot, but just pain in general is like a warning sign that, okay, something's not right, fix it. All right. Luckily, we have so much technology nowadays. Imaging can be done without radiation. It's not a problem at all. Especially men over 40. Go get checked.
Let me ask you a question as far as going back to the whole sleep apnea and all that stuff. A lot of people who go to sleep have that kind of, when they wake up in the morning, they have that heaviness on their shoulders, on their chest, the neck area. Is that due to the mattresses and how they're sleeping, or is it just everyday life and the stress that they bear when they go to bed?
It's not just the mattress. The mattress is important, but it can give you different issues. But the reason they're feeling tired is because there's an obstruction in their breathing pattern. So you're not getting the oxygen you need to the brain. So you're breathing through your mouth, everything's congested, and it's become labored breathing. So you're not breathing through your nose, you're choking on it. And it could be from an anterior head tilt, your bad posture. Unfortunately, your career or what you do for a living will affect it. Let's say if you're on the computer, you're going to get your natural forward tilt of the neck. So all that starts grinding on the muscles that allow you to breathe. Okay. And if it's tight here, you're going to be putting a lot of effort to get air into your lungs.
What's
that's why everything gets tight, and the sleepiness is because you're not sleeping deep enough and getting enough oxygen.
What are your thoughts on mouth taping? No?
Sounds kinky, but I'm not gonna
No?
go there.
Well, I've talked to you guys about it.
Joe says
when you
no.
tape your mouth, are you the big spoon or the small spoon?
Oh, geez. Really? We're going to go there with the spoons now, huh? So for...
okay. I'm assuming you tape them out so you're forced to breathe through the nose.
I've been doing it for 6 months.
Okay. How do you feel?
Amazing.
All right. There you go. Has it opened up?
Big time.
And then do you put that thing on your nose too?
No. I literally reordered another 6 months worth of supply. Again, this is not a promo to anybody, but I have been mouth taping for 6 months. I used to use a mouth guard or a mouthpiece.
Do you grind?
I grind. But ever since I started mouth taping, and it's changed the way I sleep.
Of course.
I wake up much more refreshed. I'm noticing that I don't wake up with dry mouth anymore. And it's just a better night's sleep. You're supposed to sleep, as you just mentioned, with your nose, right? You're supposed to breathe with your nose.
Yep.
And this mouth tape has, if you haven't done it, guys, I highly recommend it.
Why don't you call the company and
I'm not going to mention the company's name.
Call them and have them sponsor us.
I'm sure we could.
Why do I get the feeling he's getting paid on the side from this company?
I would mention the company's name.
I'm surprised he's not wearing a mouth. What'd you say?
Mouth tape?
Mouth tape
Mouth
shirt
tape.
instead
No.
of
No. It's just, you know what it is? Look, I'm not a doctor. None of us are doctors. You're the only doctor sitting here.
You don't know that.
All right, Mr. Harvard graduate. But it's like when something benefits you and it kind of helps you, we like to talk about it and let people know that, hey, listen, this is something that, you know what, if you're having problems with it, trouble with it, do it. And it doesn't necessarily have to come from us. It could come from you. It could come from Armand. It could come from Joe. Like, shit, bro. Like, what did I tell you about dieting, Joe?
Yeah.
As far as like what I was eating and look what happened.
I'm curious. Who did Alina, your wife, recommend them out?
No, she didn't.
But what time did she ask you to put on the tape? No, like, is it before bed or like a few hours prior? Or?
No, it's right when you
right before.
Right when you get to bed.
Yeah. Is she doing the same thing or
no?
Oh.
No, he's the one that talks a lot. So she's like, "Hey, honey, it's 9 p.m. already. You want to put that tape on so we can go to bed? I'm tired of your
if the man
extra
did a comment
stories."
like that towards the female, it would be so bad, right?
No.
It's like those kids you were seeing, like you're at a barber and they're like, "Oh, you want a haircut with or without therapy? How much is it?" He's like, "Oh, extra $50." No, man, I'm sorry. He tapes them out so they shut up. So the guy just cuts their hair. But I am curious, Arno. All jokes aside, how many days did it take for you to adjust to it and for you to actually have a good night's sleep?
4 days.
Joe, you haven't tried it yet?
I was going to call it
I
2
just
4
use the
days.
traditional CPAP.
No, but you haven't tried it because if it helps people with CPAP,
It's
maybe.
definitely not.
So
gonna
did
help.
you have sleep apnea that you tried it?
I haven't been tested for sleep apnea, but I knew that I was a snorer because obviously my wife told me I would snore at night, especially when you would drink. I would drink, you're snoring. She told me I was snoring, but I would wake up with a dry mouth.
Yeah, always. You're
every
breathing.
time.
Rafi, how many HIPAA laws are we breaking right about now?
I
No.
don't think any.
No.
No,
We're not talking about a
okay.
specific patient.
Oh,
We're not my
Well, he's
patient.
the patient discussing his own,
that's
so
right.
that's
Yeah,
different.
exactly.
He's not violating any PHI.
But first day, what did you notice? Just
First day, you're in panic mode. You have anxiety because you're laying down. Your mouth is taped shut. And again, this isn't like duct tape or anything.
Yeah, does it go around?
No.
I'm gonna Google it.
It's kind of like a stray jacket.
Does it rip your beard? That's the thing. I'm like,
no, it does not. It does not.
He's gonna end up demonstrating. it
No,
right
I'm
now.
not going to end up demonstrating it.
mouth tape CEO. You know, I could monetize on this. I will definitely. I mean, if Arno recommends
You know what?
it,
You know what? Again, I'm not going to mention the company's name because obviously for reasons. But you know the tape set athletes use, and I'm
K-tape.
sure yes,
Yeah.
same material.
Interesting.
So you know how it's like you could see through it kind of when you stretch it out, and then obviously athletes use it. Athletes have it on their arms, and males have hair. So
Yeah.
when you peel it, it's not going to doesn't wax the.
See, even that I never really understood the benefits of that. Does that really work?
It does, especially for athletes. Okay, if you have a big Olympic game going on and there's a little spasm in your muscle, what are you going to do? You just trained 4 years of your life to be in that one moment. So
Right, but what is that
I
tape
haven't
doing,
done
though?
it in so long, but it pretty much either tightens or stretches a muscle, depends on what type of injury or what's causing the pain. So there's actual techniques and angles, approaches where you shorten the muscle and then you stretch the tape, or vice versa. It does help. It does help. It lasts maybe 2-3 days.
When I was an athlete a long time ago, we didn't have those fancy tapes or anything. We had knee braces and ankle braces. That was about
I
it.
didn't even have braces. I used to like fractured my ankle, wore a cast for 2 weeks, but then there was a finals game and just spray you with the numb spray.
Lidocaine.
Now people have PT, actual time off, rehab, like cold baths. I'm like, dude, where was all this when we were growing up?
Yeah, the cold plunges. I don't know how people do that. Have you done cold plunges?
Yes, but I haven't done it consistently enough to mentally withstand the whole 5 minutes.
You're in great shape.
Thank you.
How many you work out every day?
At least 3 times.
Okay, so 3 times a day.
A week.
Or I'm sorry.
Minimum.
He's not a UFC fighter.
He's not a UFC fighter. So three times a week you're working out. Are you hitting the sauna and the spa as well?
Every time.
Okay.
Every time, and I wish they had a cold plunge. The one where I grew up, Sherman Oaks on Victory, and like Coldwater, where it used to be a Bally's, they have the cold plunge. So I used to love doing it there.
See, what are the benefits of that? Because we see a lot of these like celebrities, these influencers, and obviously professional athletes where they'll get in a crazy workout, they'll jump into a sauna, like 100-something degrees, and then right after jump into a cold plunge. Is it basically...
It shocks the system pretty much. So it helps regenerate, repair, and relieve injury. And the cool thing I read is that company was going broke. They were not selling any product. And I don't know if it was during COVID or not, but the company started shipping free cold baths to like Joe Rogan and all these
really
UFC or whatever popular figures, celebrities, and they started using it, and then it just blew up like crazy. Read it up; it's pretty cool, and it's very smart actually.
I've seen some celebrities, obviously wrestlers, professional athletes do it where. I mean, you look at their faces when they walk, when they go in there.
Have you never?
I've never done it. I've never done
a cold pool. Have you ever jumped in a
cold pool? Of
Imagine
course.
colder, and you can't get out for 5 minutes. Like one of my best friends, Jojo, Dr. Level Up, he has his outside it, but he lives in Miami, so it's nice and warm all the time over there. So he uses it religiously, and he swears by it.
I feel like it'll drop the heart rate so quickly, and
it slows everything down. And when it slows down, like what happens when we sleep, heart rate slows down, breathing slows down, and the body can now focus its energy on repairing any injuries.
See, during showers, for example, after a hot shower, I'll always go cold to kind of just finish it off the shower. But as far as cold plunge,
I've tried just jumping in the shower with just cold first. And that in itself is already hard. Like
I think shower is more difficult than a cold plunge because shower, it's your whole body's not in the water at the same time. You're getting bits and pieces.
And then the back.
So that's more challenging. But to jump in the cold,
you can't imagine how cold. I don't know. Is it 5 degrees Celsius? What?
I've tried it. I know how cold it is. That's why I'm saying it's easier to jump in the plunge because plus it's like split second. You just decide and you jump. Shower, you're like, oh shit, this is pretty cold. You're twisting around. You're like, oh, should I jump? You're like a little girl.
Just like that, bro.
Yeah. But cold plunge, you don't have time for whining and bitching. And
but can you stay in there for that long is the question. Things get cold.
One of these days, we got to do a live challenge to see who can stay there long.
Down.
Huh?
I'm down.
I love
screw that shit, bro.
It's okay. You could wear your mouthpiece.
No, mouth tape.
Mouth tape. Jump in with the mouth tape so you can't scream.
Like,
just take your voice down.
Gotta buy me one of those.
You know what? I have an order coming in literally for 6 months. I'm going to give you one. I want to see. As a professional, I want to get your kind of perspective.
But see, you're one of those guys where when you do something, you feel the impact right away. There's people like me who try things. I just don't feel the impact of anything.
Is it because of your mindset, though? Because it might not be an immediate, huge, noticeable impact, but you need to look at small signs of improvement. Right?
No, like
if you slept an extra half hour before because your circadian rhythm. I'm sure without an alarm clock, you've been waking up around the same time.
Oh yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So did you get an extra 30 minutes, or you woke up more refreshed? But I get it.
Like I have a friend of mine, very close friend of mine, who's always trying something. Like literally, if he was here, you gave him some supplement and you said, "Oh, take this," and all of a sudden your energy is going to go up, and he'll take it. And, oh yeah, I feel it. For me, it's like, and he's done that with me. He's like, "Hey, try this. This makes you, or like even a vitamin B12 shot. Like people take it and they're like, man, I feel so. I feel the same.
I actually took one yesterday.
Doesn't do anything for me.
It does. I mean, it gets me more hungry, obviously, but I usually do it because around November is where influenza season comes, and I'm sure you've talked to a few people and they have sore throats or they're not feeling well.
Everyone is sick.
I just take the
flu
shot.
Around like mid-October, Halloween time, I start my B12 shots. Because as a kid, I would always get sick right around Thanksgiving, New Year's.
We can see it through the.
That's it. That's the mouth tape.
Oh God!
You do have it on your nose too.
Yeah, that's when I first got it with the nose strip, but I don't use the nose strip anymore.
It matches you, actually.
He looks like a running back.
It looks like you're wearing black lipstick.
Yeah, I know it does. So, I mean,
that's the Me Too movement.
Yeah, literally. So that's basically what it is.
Brother, if it helps you, I'm happy for you. Keep it up. For me, I had sleep apnea, but after I went to the seminars for this craniofacial release, I was scared. Look, it's unconventional. It's something you're not used to. But I'll tell you one thing. So there's 3 openings on each side, right? And it's called turbinates. Like pretty much the word turbulence comes from that, where right it starts kind of creating like a little chaotic breath of air just to clean everything up and take it up through the nose. After I got adjusted, that night was the best sleep I've had in like over a decade. And I, for the first time, woke up like quietly, calmly, opened my eyes, and wow, I have my mouth closed and I'm breathing through my nose. And, that fixed it. Because I've had a broken nose before playing soccer, all those kicks to the face and everything like that. So
yeah, just a shift in a little bit of your nose.
Yeah,
it's gonna cause issues. But see, going back to what you were saying, your friend, you were talking about the whole shots and vitamins and stuff.
The placebo.
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 He's a placebo.
A lot of
Eric, trademark that, please. Thank you.
You realize it when you get off of whatever you're doing, that it was if it was working or not. Anybody who says, "Oh, I took some vitamins and this is I feel amazing." No, it's not. It's when you stop doing it and you're not consistent with it is when you feel it.
The withdrawals,
like the sugar withdrawals. Yeah. When or people caffeine. Stop or caffeine or
or what?
Or heroin.
That's right.
Quick question.
Yes, that peaked his interest.
In regards to sleep apnea, how many treatments do you need in order to?
You could feel benefits after the first visit, but Dr. Adam Del Toro used to say like something about the lucky number 13. So every visit will approach like 2 openings and open it up. So it does come with like 4 visits, but after the third, just like your neck, we adjust it or we decompress your spine. The body needs time to adjust to that different position. It needs to stabilize itself. So,
and one more question in regards to the sleep apnea: isn't it a flap in the back that's causing that from happening? Because there's a lot of rumors that's going around.
It could be the flap. You don't have enough openings to get enough oxygen through the nose. It could be due to tight muscles pulling everything forward or pressing. It actually gets tight.
Wasn't it the jaw dropping back?
There's different ways it could happen, and then the tongue also flaps, and then the back of the throat flaps. The front of the neck always gets tight. Over here, you need to strengthen it, correct your posture. All of that could matter. Okay, gotcha. But where do you feel your problems coming from?
Well, I don't know. I've had it for a while, but I use a sleep app. I went to the whole study and everything, and then they said it's severe.
Wow.
Yeah, but I think that was because
so you wake up and
I was fighting when I was younger all the time, so it could have been that.
Joe, come on.
You remember?
Please let me stick a balloon in your nose, please. Way to end New Year. Way to end 2025. Bam.
I'm considering it.
Not a problem.
We'll be there next week with mouth tape. We'll put the mouth tape on Joe's mouth, and you can stick the balloon in his
I think
nose.
that's the doctor's way of flirting. Let me just stick a balloon in your nose. Come on.
Sure, it's a balloon, doctor.
I didn't mean it that way. Oh man,
Joe got a little
that
excited.
escalated quickly.
It did. Oh, geez. But kind of going back in time a little bit with you, I know we spoke about this 4 years ago when you were on our show.
5.5.
4 5. Jeez, man.
Jesus.
Time is flying. Oh my God.
Come on, I was in my 30s, okay? That's
So
how.
was I.
Actually, no. I had just turned 40 when you came on the show.
You were born in April.
You came in May.
I know you were born in April.
May.
Okay. It was early May.
You came second week of May.
Okay.
So,
How do
So
you
you
remember?
just turned 40.
yeah.
Damn. So, anyways,
And you didn't even bring me a birthday
I
present
had
back
no
then.
idea. I adjusted you after the show, I think.
Did you?
I adjusted somebody.
you
live.
adjusted all of us live.
There, you're welcome. I didn't even get a thank you card or nothing. I'm surprised I'm even coming back, bro. I'm mad at you.
Seriously.
But why chiropractic? Why did you jump into becoming a chiropractor?
I was just on the podcast with Lily talking about this, but I think it was June of 2004. I got into a really, really bad car accident. Flew out of the car, not even the windshield.
Wow.
I ended up hanging out from the front passenger side.
No seatbelt.
No seatbelt. The law was about to pass or had just passed. And the doctor at the ER said, I never thought I would say this, not wearing a seatbelt saved your life because the steering wheel would have crushed me to death, apparently. It was that bad.
Wow.
So I had better chance of surviving flying out of the car than having been restrained in the vehicle. Pretty bad injuries. Obviously, I was playing competitive soccer. And then Sarkis Cholakian, chiropractor. What's up, brother? Hope you're listening. After a few months, got me back to like a pre-accident state. Yeah, my soccer career wasn't really gonna go anywhere, and I couldn't, just a little sore, but it beats not walking properly ever again. And if you're Armenian, you have to be a doctor or a lawyer. But I've always liked working with my hands. I've had strong hands, and I love helping people. And I was just drawn to it. Immediately after that, I'm like, I want to change someone's life like Dr. Cholakian changed mine. So, committed myself to that after. Wow.
It's been almost
very
20
young.
years, huh? Since you, or when did you finish school? Your accident was in 04.
In April, it'll be 13 years I've graduated. Jeez. It flies, man.
Time flies when you're having fun. It's so crazy. When Alex was on with us as well, it's like they experience something in their field.
Always.
And then they said,
Yes.
you know what? I want to do the same as well.
Always.
Like Alex, you saw the episode with Alex, right?
Yes.
Bugardichin. Shout out
Great
to Alex.
guy,
as
by
well.
the way, Alex. I'm proud of you, brother. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Very good man.
Definitely.
Very good Lord. A great father too, bro. The time he spends with his kids, I'm in awe.
Bro, he's a great father, a great friend, a great attorney.
And anytime I call him or text him, he's available.
There you go.
His check hasn't cleared
The
yet.
only
Hold
thing
on.
is, why are you a Clippers fan, Alex?
We
Please.
talked about that on this show. Yeah.
Bro. I'm gonna stop there.
Are you a Laker fan?
Anything LA.
Oh God! Even with floppy LeBron. I mean, we'll get to LeBron.
I can't watch
wait.
basketball anymore. I'm not gonna.
Okay, we don't want to get off topic. We don't want to.
All right. So what are we talking about? Personal incidents or something that drew you to the craft.
Basically that drew you to
and I love it. I love what I do. I was always smart, but I hated reading. I didn't like studying, but always had good attention and remember things once I understand them. Once I got into chiro school, it was scary because you put so much pressure on you. And the second I got into the class, I didn't look back. I even graduated earlier. Top of my class.
Is it a 4-year program? Or?
It's 4 years, 8 months. So did it in 3 years, 4.
How do you feel about like MDs and PAs kind of talking down to chiropractors.
And that's not going to change. Even we talked about Gevorg Tatarian, Dr. Level Up in Miami. Like first few months in med school, he's like, bro, they're talking so much shit about you. Like we had a whole day's lecture of like chiropractic is not good, and they just they don't understand it, or they don't want to. But I get it. The videos I see sometimes is very questionable and aggressive. But if we could just stick to our scope and focus on soft tissue, posture, decompression, it changes lives. And I've changed lives personally. And honestly, sometimes it's far in between, but those patients that come to you with tears and like crying and saying, you saved my life, I got my life back, that just makes it worth it. Not everything needs to be on medication. Dude, I have a good example. Okay. This one only because this could have changed this kid's course, his life's course. It was during COVID time, probably after your birthday, after the podcast. Okay. Her sister was working at one of a car dealership. I would take my car to service, and she followed my Instagram, messaged me, and then they're like, my brother, they're diagnosed him with depression. They're putting him on antidepressants. He's only like 16 years old. What can I do? I'm like, what's going on with him? It's like, this just happened within the last 8 months. So finally, she gets him out of the house, brings him. He's hunched over very, very bad. So what's he been doing for the last year during COVID? He's on his bed playing video games. All right. So all the emotions are pretty much in your thoracic spine. We started correcting the posture, performing the Y strap, decompressing the spine, adjustments, all that. And within a few weeks, the sister comes with him and is like, he actually went out, got a haircut. He's talking, and a couple visits after that, the kid's back to normal. But can you believe if she didn't bring him, or they just accepted that diagnosis, this kid's he's on medication for the rest of his life.
Oh, he's a lifelong customer of pharmaceutical companies.
And that's what they want. What was it? Pfizer's been in, am I allowed to say stuff like that?
Yeah, don't worry.
No,
anything you want, please.
Yeah, but I'm not, don't quote me on the years, but Pfizer's been in business 150 years and they've not found one single cure. Of course not. So,
well, how are you going to become a lifelong consumer of Pfizer or Moderna or any of these big pharmaceutical companies if you don't take the medications?
It's so sad. It's too much greed.
And the worst part of it is when you start taking one medication, then you got to take another one to basically counteract with that one. And all of a sudden you have a reaction to this, or you got to take this one. All of a sudden, a couple of months passes, you're waking up in the mornings, instead of having Honey Nut Cheerios, you're having Honey Nut pills.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. But Joe, can we go to an ad really quickly and then come back? We want to talk about this whole Uber thing that's been going on with this whole Uber and corporations.
Absolutely. Come right
up. Son of a...
What the hell was that, bro?
You okay?
Yeah, man. Oh, Magardichin-la. We should call Alex.
If you've been injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or work injury, reach out to Magardichin Law today.
At Magardichin Law, we maximize your compensation, you get constant client communication, and we win when it matters most.
If you've been injured in a car accident, trip and fall, nerve, muscle, joint, any sort of pain at all, hit up Dr. Raffi. He'll take care of everything from A to Z. What's the number at?
818-407-0007.
And tell him the WiseNuts sent you.
All right. So off air, we were talking about Uber and what's been going on in the corporate world with Uber. And I know you spoke to a couple of very, very close attorney friends as well.
And doctors.
Of course. And we kind of wanted to dive in on this. So some key things that we want to talk about is the Uber stock. That's number one. The Uber stock since 2022 has gone up 250%. That's number one.
Yep.
Uber's made roughly around $12 billion in profit in the last year. Uber CEO made nearly $40 million in compensation. So
the
CEO, yeah.
In 1 year.
In yes, basically. some of the rides that Uber is basically providing, the drivers themselves are taking home only 40%. Uber's taking home 60%. So we're kind of seeing a corporate money grab at this point, or an overreach, as you would call it. What is the benefit to becoming an Uber driver and serving them?
There is don't quote me. I'm not an Uber driver, but obviously anytime I'm in a ride share, I like to speak to the drivers, see how they're doing, how they feel about it. And it's just getting worse and worse. It just doesn't make sense anymore with the price of gas and the number of hours they're actually driving. If you're not driving like 12 hours, it's not going to be any beneficial. They're struggling. I've heard sometimes the tips really don't go to them. Again, I'm just quoting what I've spoken to people about, and they don't care. Like sometimes they get a complaint from a passenger and they just don't give them the money. And actually, let's say there's a $50 trip that you're supposed to get, they have to hold it in the account for like a month before they get it. And when you do get a complaint, your rating drops. They don't tell you why. If you call corporate, you're just directed to India, and no matter what question you actually call about, they're like, here is our protocol, just read the agreement and that's it. So they're helpless.
I mean, you're putting wear and tear on your own vehicle. Gas is on you.
And if you're Uber Black, you have to pay for your own insurance now. So Uber Black is not covered under Uber's driving policy.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
They are independent contractors now, and they have to pay the $1 million commercial policy now, which I'm sure isn't cheap because of all the miles they're driving, right? So the premium is based on how much you drive.
Especially in California now, it's practically impossible to get auto insurance. I mean, you get a couple of tickets, bad accidents, or anything like that. I mean, good luck getting proper insurance, and that's on you now.
But I think you have to look at it from a kind of multi-scope here, because when Uber started, it was 80-20. The drivers kept 80%, Uber kept 20%. And then when Lyft came out to kind of kick Lyft out of competition in a sense, at some point I think they even increased the driver's take above 80%. So drivers were making a killing. A lot of people from Lyft even jump ship
or
to
they
Uber.
Would do both. I would see cars with both
and
logos on there.
Some still do both.
Yeah.
But then one of the reasons why California changed the 1099 laws was because of Uber, because all their drivers were 1099. And then those laws changed a few years ago due to Uber. Mm-hmm. And I think that was part of the reason why they also adjusted the split. It's not to say it's not corporate greed, don't get me wrong. But California, I think, has a lot to do with it too, because of their labor law regulations. They kind of forced Uber's hand to switch them from 1099 to W-2. And if you're an employer, I mean, you're an employer, you have W-2 employees, you know how it is.
Of course.
If an employee is 1099, they're making $50,000 a year. You write them a check for $50,000. That's it. Now, if they're W-2'd, you're writing $50,000 plus a portion of their Social Security taxes, workman's comp, and unemployment taxes. Your $50,000 is costing you now $60,000-$70,000. That's the issue with California, running a business here in California, is everything becomes expensive once you switch from 1099 to W-2. Yeah. But I still think, I mean, $12 billion in 1 year, that's a lot of money for, yeah.
That's not a joke. It's difficult because they're trying to decrease the policy limits. And again, I understand why they're doing it, but it just doesn't make sense. It's already hard enough to get good healthcare or treatments here. All right. And by the time cases settle and what we may agree to, like on a decreased lien, right? It's pennies on the dollar sometimes. And if I'm expected to treat someone, I need to have the best support, the best staff, the best equipment, like you guys saw. It's not like I'm pocketing it all. Any profit goes back to the clinic, bringing in better staff, better management. And it's gonna kill the healthcare system. And they're trying to do it in a way where, like doctors, chiropractors, right? surgeons, pain management specialists, they're not going to do personal injury anymore. What's going to happen? They're going to flood the urgent cares and emergency rooms, and that's already packed enough. There's just not enough resources as is, and it's sad because from surgeons and ERs and stuff, chiropractic bills are one of the smallest expenses. And we could actually take a patient from pain to relief easily, or the least expensive route. And you're risking these patients from getting into a traumatic accident, have acute pain, make it become a chronic pain where lifelong they're going to be nagging. And look, right? You turn 40. You remember that time you twisted your ankle at 12 years old? I'm sure you're feeling it now. Besides that, the psychological trauma that comes with it. And if they're not taken care of, this becomes a chronic illness, which they're going to be reminded of or have to deal with the rest of their lives. So, greed or not, you guys have to care about the consumer. And if this passes, it is going to make it, well, it's not going to make sense for any professional.
But why is Uber behind this initiative?
Of course. And they're spending like 250 million to get
but
this.
Why are they doing that though?
Because not for Uber Black. And again, this is not something I'm fully educated on, but besides Uber Black, the regular Ubers, the Uber X's and the ride shares, they're still required. Now, Uber actually has to pay for the commercial policy, and they're wanting to decrease it from $1 million to 60,000, which nowadays is nothing. That 60,000 is not even going to cover the ER bill. Let's face it, guys. And then what's going to happen? What's going to happen in the ER? They'll do a quick CT scan, rule out a hematoma, maybe an X-ray or MRI of the spine, and then you're left to cover the expenses yourself. It's not going to be enough.
Look, they're asking for a lawsuit, man.
Yeah, but see, of course they are, and the attorneys or let's say consumers can come together and file a lawsuit against them. But it's not just about suing one another. I think this is beyond what we're seeing is because, look, the reason why, for example, Uber was a fantastic idea, right? Mm-hmm. Anybody that had no idea what to do with their life, they can't get a job, economy's down, everybody has a car, everybody has a driver's license. It would take them a couple of weeks. You hop on the app, right? You go through whatever minimal process it was to get approved.
Did they even do a background check, Armand?
I know there were some concerns whether they did or not. I'm not sure.
Reading, like every 8 seconds, there is like a sexual misconduct done by a Uber driver.
They might look doing a background check
every 8 seconds.
See, again, you can every 8 minutes.
8 minutes. I'm sorry.
Every 8 minutes. Yes.
Thank you.
But look, you can argue all of these points because just because you do background check on me doesn't mean at some point I'm an Uber driver. I'm not going to end up doing something that could be identified or categorized as sexual harassment. So to say somebody's got a background check, they're clear to go, to me that doesn't fly in my book. But the issue we have is that, again, like I said, Uber was a great idea. It allowed drunk drivers to not drive drunk, right? So it hopefully deterred some maybe DUI accidents throughout California and nationwide. But at the same time, it allowed more people to have a side gig, to have a side job, a weekend job, to make extra money for their family. But then, unfortunately, like everything else, they found a loophole and they said, well, if we have $1 million liability with Uber, maybe we can make some money if we orchestrate some accidents and do this and that. Typically, it's not only corporate greed, it's also consumer greed that ends up biting us in the behind. Eventually, it catches up, right? I mean, look at Turo. Turo's facing similar issues. So many
Which one is
lawsuits. Turo is the one where
if I own a car, I could rent it.
You rent it, right?
Okay.
And Turo gives its own, I think, another $1 million policy there. A lot of people over the years started taking advantage of that. They would put dings on their car and this and that to collect insurance.
Say drive recklessly or something like that.
It's just we have to, as consumers, we have to take responsibility as well. When we take advantage of a system, eventually that system's going to catch up to us. prices are going to go up. We're going to have limitations. I'm not defending Uber by any means. Don't get me wrong.
Not at all.
But all I'm saying is it's kind of a chicken and egg thing. Which one came first? Did we screw things up and then now Uber or whoever has to lobby new laws, or is Uber just trying to appease to their shareholders? I don't know. I think it's a combination of both, if you ask me.
The thing is, if they see $1 million policy, sometimes they're trying to maybe overtreat or kind of overvalue it. That's probably what I'm getting. But
I think it's corruption on both ends, though.
But the thing is, it's not going to be enough to just lower it to 60,000 because of the injuries I see. And yes, once you build a reputation, God willing, you start seeing the more difficult type of injuries, the contusions and the fractures, which need surgery. So what then? What's going to happen if, let's say, I fracture my femur and you guys only cover me for 60,000? What am I going to do? That's not even going to cover the surgery to replace it if I need rods in there. You're leaving the consumer on their own to finance this, which whether they have the means or not, whether they have to refinance or sell their house to cover medical bills. And I have a friend who's actually had that done to him, unfortunately, literally just shattered his entire left arm and now was forced to refinance, and he's still paying for medical bills. And that was over a decade ago.
So we talked about this with Alex when he was on the show as well. It's unfortunate that a lot of people, whether it's attorneys or chiropractors, try to take advantage of the system. Whereas there's people like you, people like Alex, where they'll do stuff pro bono just to make sure that things are taken care of as far as your health is concerned or the accident is concerned, whatever it is. But then there's the ones where the person who's the driver, the person who was in the accident, the attorney, the chiropractor, they see dollar signs and all of a sudden they forget about everything else. It's like, dude, God forbid, and we mentioned this with the show with Alex, God forbid you get into a real accident where shit really does hit the fan. And all of a sudden your insurance turns around and says, well, you know what? That broken femur, it was from the previous accident, or it was injured in the previous accident based off of the record. So, you know what? It doesn't look like we're going to be covering because it's a past injury.
I mean, first of all, you can't break a bone in the same place twice. But
There you go.
yeah, it does happen. But is it, let's say I had previous neck pain. Is it my fault your client rear-ended me and opened up Pandora's box? I may have had it years ago or have been pain-free for the last 6 months, 8 years, who knows? And I was living my life just fine. But that rear-ender or the car accident, just re-aggravated everything, re-injured it. Is it my fault? So just because I've had a previous pain or injury, I'm not allowed to drive because, God forbid, someone does cause an accident and insurance is likely not going to cover.
So what is exactly happening? Is it the insurance commission that's basically doing this, or is it the state of California that wants to pass a law?
For the Uber?
Yes.
It's Uber trying to pass a law.
But are they working with the insurance commission or are they working with the state? What's happening exactly?
They're working with probably the state legislation to lobby that, pass that law. Because the whole purpose of insurance is what? To indemnify you. It's not to say, well, okay, your neck hurts now, but then when you were 7 years old, you fell off the playground and you kind of hurt your neck. So that's what's caused. No. There should be technically no questions asked, like you said, Doc, right? It's to indemnify you. But again, when these policies years and years are being utilized as, supplemental income, that's what ends up, this is where you end up. It's like, where do you draw the line? Because insurance, and that's exactly why our insurance rates are based off of the zip code. How many, right? Yeah. How many claims have there been in that particular zip code is the premium you're going to pay. It has nothing to do with your record. Your record could be good. Yeah, you'll pay a little bit less. But at the end of the day, for example, my price, I've been driving for 30 years now, Burbank, and my price has been going up every single year.
All of ours.
And knock on wood, no accidents ever, nothing, but goes up every single year.
God forbid you do. Look how much loopholes and things they're going to request and demand.
I mean,
ask around. It's ridiculous. I get it. A lot of claims, and with the fires, like just especially, I don't want to name insurance companies, but the one I have for myself and my family is just, over 3 decades we've been clients of this insurance company, and one accident, and they're requesting phone records, and they want to question not even myself, who owns the policy, who was not even involved in the accident. I don't want to say why, but
not only that, people are raising
ends in IN or YN. I mean, come on.
Yeah, people are raising deductibles as well just to avoid their insurances going up. I mean, deductibles used to be $500 to $1,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now that $500 deductible is $1,000. Now people are doing $1,000 to $2,000
or more,
or even more, just to avoid, because it's like, dude, you get into like a small little fender bender, hopefully nobody's hurt, and you turn around and you say, hey, listen, bro, I got somebody who'll fix that up. It'll cost $3,000. I'd rather pay the $3,000 rather than go through the insurance
and have it raised the premium.
Exactly, and have it raise the premium. So, I mean, the cost of living has gone up, and the cost of repairs have gone up as well. So
everything's gone up. Medium wage has gone up. Like it's a lot. Someone's got to pay for it.
But see that they're getting smarter too. When I used to write insurance for AAA 20 some years ago, for example, I had clients who had very nice cars, and if their premium was high, I would say, listen, why don't you go buy $1,000 car and put that on the policy, just liability only. It'll bring down your total premium 20-30%, and it would.
Wow.
Now that doesn't work anymore. Before, for example, you could add somebody a little bit older on your policy, rate them on the most expensive car and all that. Your premium would drop. That doesn't work. Nothing works anymore because, again,
they've caught on to it.
They've realized, all right, if it's the 5 of you have 5 cars, I don't care if you put down you're driving the Bentley and he's driving the Pinto. You're going to pay the same rate. Whereas prior to that, before, it's like, oh, your grandma's driving the Bentley. Okay, it's only $200 a year. I'm not kidding you. Like in my early 20s, I had a sports car, right, exotic car, and
in your 20s, you had
you know how much I was paying for my insurance? I was paying like
a lot, no?
$30 a month.
What?
Yes.
How many horsepower?
It was a Viper. I mean,
whoa.
So what was the horsepower? 500 or 4 something? I forget. But
in your 20s,
I was paying very little for it.
$30?
Yes.
Jesus.
It was $30 was $30 back then, bro.
Well, $20 gas, you would go get a Snickers and full tank of gas.
Now I drive a truck, and family cars.
You can't even drive the truck you want. They tried to. You know the story about his truck? They tried to steal his truck twice. Well, they stole it once.
No, they didn't try to steal it twice.
Well, they stole it once.
They stole it once. The second one, they attempted 4 times. They broke into it, and then I finally sold it. But see, even when they stole my truck, right? A lot of people were like, even my attorney friends were like, bro, they're going to give you a hard time, the insurance company. I'm like, why? I have
outstanding record.
You could look at my credit. You could look at my CLUE report. I don't have a track record. And that's exactly what happened. They literally called me within a few days and said, do you want the money, or do you want to see if you can find the car? I said, no, we're not going to find the car. Just give me the money. Literally, they just
that's it.
Wrote the check. Zero issues. No attorney involved, nothing.
This was your first one?
The first one, yeah. Well, the second one, they
didn't find the car, though.
A year and a half later, they found it. But all obviously all torn up, vandalized. Not vandalized, cut up. Dismantled and chopped up and sold. Yeah.
Where'd they find it? A chop shop?
Some chop shop in Colton. Yeah.
Jesus, year and a half later.
Yeah, I was actually sitting here having a cigar, and the detective called me, and he goes, we found your truck. I'm like, fantastic. Do you happen to have the rear window? He goes, why? I'm like, my new truck, they broke the rear window.
Oh my God.
Trying to steal it.
He's like, no.
What truck is this? Okay. Did it have rims and stuff on it?
No, bro, it was a TRX.
It was just the TRX. Oh, no rims.
The thing was, he got it, and then they stole it.
Less than 800 miles.
Yeah, and then he went and got the same car, the same color.
Everything.
Because he's like, you know what? I like this truck. We're like, bro, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
How'd this guy get his car back?
Yeah, they're like, wait a minute. Did we?
I thought we took that one, Harry.
It's okay, take this one now. But it's funny. One of my friends had the same exact car, blue. Well, not my friend's. I'm sorry, my friend's friend. He had the
What
blue
color
one.
was yours?
Yellow.
Okay.
I know yellow truck sounds
I mean, it's just you're asking for attention. Though.
weird,
yeah,
but it was
definitely.
a nice, it's a different type of yellow.
Pulls up. He pulls. We were having a coffee with my friend. He pulls up in that TRX, a blue one. I go, damn, bro. I'm like, you know what? One of my very close friends' TRXs just got stolen. I'm like, how do you drive this car around like so comfortably? He goes, oh, I just got this back. I'm like, from where? He goes, TJ.
Wow.
TJ.
He got the car from TJ.
So basically, they stole it. He had two GPSs on it.
Oh wow!
The first one they disabled it. The second one they couldn't disable it because it was basically in the bed of the car, and they tracked it. They tracked it in TJ. So apparently, the cartel loves that car. It used to be the Raptor, the Ford Raptor.
Is this the 700 horsepower, the Dodge?
Yeah.
It's a beast.
Yeah, I wish on my second one I didn't put a killer switch because all it did was they just broke into it and couldn't drive it out. So it just cost me money every time to replace the windows.
Yeah, you're not gonna
file a claim.
We told him, bro, we're just get rid of the fucking car.
Yeah, so I got a minivan now.
Oh, nice.
I'm a soccer
Great,
mom.
yeah. With the we took a trip to Vegas in one of those. It's pretty sweet, man. It's not like when my grandpa and mom used to drive.
But the best thing was where he pulled up when he got the second one and he pulled up in the Mini Cooper one day. We were like, what happened with the truck?
That was your rental?
No, it's his daily.
A Mini Cooper. How do you fit in it? Like you're tall? Jesus.
Yeah. That's when you're tall. It's big, man. You're tall. Yeah,
You're
that's
tall.
Why do you shop at big and tall? Because you're not big. You're tall.
That a nice way of saying you're fat? Oh, jeez.
Oh man, that just reminds me of a skit, stand-up comedy. The Iglesias Fluffy did one time.
Which one? Oh my god!
Where
yeah, bro.
he would have like a Mini Cooper or whatever it was, and it's funny. I have friends who took a picture with him just over the weekend at the Steak Boulevard Steak or something. But he's a heavy guy, so he's sitting in the Mini Cooper, had it fixed up with the mufflers and everything, and he would go pick up his friend, and it was a ghetto neighborhood, and the cholos are all standing outside, and then he goes, vroom. He's like, and the guy's like, "Hey, Fat and the Furious."
Fat and the Furious. Well, before my truck, I used to have the electrical Fiat, which is the size of this chair.
That I don't know.
Bro, that thing was big inside.
That's not the smart car, right?
It was a little bit bigger than the
I feel like
smart.
that's dangerous. God forbid you're like one accident from.
But you know why? Because I used to go to a lot of meetings at the hospitals back then. And I like literally that thing I could park in between cars and in between two wheelchairs or wherever. Like it required.
I would drive into the meeting.
Seriously, I would just drive it. Sir, just park the Fiat in the lobby there.
Remember Family Matters? Was it with Urkel?
Yeah. It was similar to that. It was electric. I only got 80 miles to a charge, 70 or 80 miles to a charge.
Bad. How long ago was that?
A couple of years ago.
Do you know how? You remember how I got that car? So I was sitting down. We were having lunch, and then my friend texts me. Goes, there's a special on this electric Fiat, and I'm like, dude, I need a small car because I can't fit my cars in these hospital parking lots. So I'm like, how much is it? He goes, $50 a month, and I was having lunch. My lunch was like $70.
Oh my god!
I'm like, all right. What color do you have? He goes, I have this nice gray one. I said, okay, I'll come pick it up right now. So that's where I went, picked it up, 3 years, $50 a month, zero down.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Park anywhere you want.
Park anywhere you want.
It's like that Tacoma special that went around.
Yeah. Well, it's still going around.
I was recently in Europe and I realized like why they all drive small cars because the parking.
There's no parking there.
But I give props because they're sharp. Like the way they back it up and park it like this close to the curb, I was amazed because you all noticed how bad the driving is in LA. So
everybody's on their phones now.
Yeah, I'm just I'm sending them some facts.
Raffi was sending us some stuff.
Am I not allowed to?
No, you can do whatever you want, man.
Exactly. Don't
You're
forget.
the man of the
Don't
hour,
forget.
bro.
I will stick a balloon in your nose, okay?
Joe's doing quality control over there.
I had to send him a few facts, man.
Well, as far as the Uber lawsuit and the whole thing going on right now as far as a legislation that they're trying to pass. I think maybe having Alex back on here to
100%.
Discuss this.
Well, look, I could only speak to how I feel it may affect our treating and healthcare towards patients and the care we're allowed or able to give. And he could talk about the logistics and the law and compensation, whatever it is. Obviously, that's not my scope. I rather leave it to one of the top attorneys in LA for sure.
And you know what I realized? I've been business owner for 25 years almost. Not a single year has gone by where the government or health department or department of insurance, anybody has ever in 25 years that I at least know of have passed a single law or regulation that in any way has a positive impact on anything, especially the business owner. It's like every year they sit down, they're like, all right, guys.
In California.
Especially here, yeah.
How can we screw shit up even more than what it is right now?
How can we make things more complicated for these entrepreneurs, these employers out there who are pretty much paying all the taxes, employing all the people here so they can pay taxes, and in turn we could have all these social programs and bring more, illegals across the border. Can you name one in your field, real estate? Have they ever passed a single law regulation where you're like, oh yeah, this is actually going to benefit?
No. And more regulations are coming out. I mean,
it's insane.
We just discussed it off air as well. I'm telling you, it's a money grab. They want to see how they can make more money and how they can benefit from your work, whatever you are doing.
But here's what I don't understand. Ambitious, we do good by the community, we employ good people and pay them fairly, follow the rules, the taxes and everything. Wouldn't you try to make it beneficial for those people who are driving in sales or employing your citizens and giving back with taxes to fund unfortunate groups? Or
no, Raffi, because we're all sheep. Because unfortunately, we can't leave California because we're comfortable in California. It's become a home for us. And anytime you want to leave, the first thing, especially in the Armenian community, you think of is family. Is my family going to be leaving with me? Am I the one that's going to be going?
Well, they need to.
I know they need to. But the thing is when will it actually happen? It's like I said, it's unfortunate that we're stuck here and we're comfortable where we are.
But you're only in elections. I mean, he brought up his best friend who lives in Miami, right? He's a doctor.
Well, he's been telling me to move down there.
But listen to this. Their mayor just recently changed, right? It was Mayor Suarez. I think he served 8 or 12 years. Now, the Democratic mayor has just won the election. Because she ran off of a campaign of affordability, and people are sick and tired of not being able to afford their daily expenses.
In Florida, with no taxes?
Well, still, it's still. I mean, just
Power Super Chat unlocked. They're fueling the WiseNuts madness.
Yeah, we got a super chat. Who is it?
That's from Arnold DeCapo.
Italian stud.
How often should we get an adjustment? I've heard good reviews about you.
I'm just trying to figure out who the hell that guy was yelling.
Well, every time a super chat comes in, based on the amount, the thing changes.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, it depends on your scenario and situation. Our goal as chiropractors is to help patients achieve a state of wellness care where I would say when you reach that where you have no pain, you need to come in. I don't want to say every week, but probably anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks for alignment, just like another check to correct any subluxations. That way, we make it more about preventative care.
Now, I wanted to ask you this as well. Do you guys take insurance as far as HMOs, PPOs?
Chiropractors do. I absolutely do not. Medicare pays $18. I think recently they increased it to $36, $42. Don't quote me. I don't take it. But the thing is, if I'm only getting paid $18, I have to treat a patient. Sometimes they need modalities. I may have to warm up the muscle, do muscle work, put some stems with heat, put them on the massage table, whatever it is. I treat the patient, give them my time, or pay my CA to put them on certain modalities and treatments, or one of my other doctors to treat them. And then I have to pay my manager or another assistant to sit there and type up the bills, print it on the specific Medicare paper, mail it out, wait a few months, get negotiations to lower it down. And I've done this and I do this. It's cheaper for me to just treat the patient for free. I don't deny them. It's not in my heart. I will not refuse care to anyone who can't afford it, as long as they obviously sign a hardship agreement. But it is cheaper for me to treat someone for free than take their Medicare insurance and bill them. It's sad. It's very
Medicare
sad.
is not good for chiropractors.
They do not
chiropractors.
pay. Most
Really?
insurances. I'm out of network. I've probably had maybe 10 patients with insurance that actually gets me compensated for care. So, if you're good at your craft, you charge cash or personal injury. Other than that, it doesn't really make sense, at least to the type of clinic I've established and the type of approach I have. I'm very proud, and I want to retire and being known as one of the best chiropractors to have ever been, not just LA, worldwide.
Well, somebody gave you a shout out as well. Joe, can we pull up that comment as well? Somebody gave Raffi a shout out as
Which
well.
one?
How come no one yelled in my ear?
Which one? Well, that was in the super chat. So
It's okay. We could pull.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I didn't yell in the ear.
But Levick was asking, do you remember playing volleyball at Pilipos?
Coach Levick.
You remember Coach Levick?
He gave me a shout out last time. I'm like, I wonder if Coach Levick is going to be on there. Yeah, and I remember the first time I met him, we were in music class. And I love singing, but I was the only one in my entire grade, not just my class, to, I think, not be participating in the group or class choir. And I hated it. And, the old teachers playing on the piano. And I don't know what, I was just not having a good day. And I upset her and she's yelling at me. That's when Coach Levick opens the door and I'm getting yelled at. And he looks at me, he's like, okay, this guy's the troublemaker. But what happened is it was just a random time. I ended up showing like my worth, and he actually made me captain of the volleyball team. Don't look at me. I'm not the tallest, like 5'8", but I was a pretty good setter. How are you, Coach Levick? I know you're in Vegas. We talked about it.
Well, actually, he's not in Vegas anymore.
He's still in Vegas.
Is he?
Coach Levick, come to LA. Let me stick a balloon in your nose.
Listen, if you haven't noticed, if Dr. Raffi likes you, he's going to ask to stick a balloon up your nose. That's his way of...
great. Yeah. Take it.
Hey, Coach, I love you. Come by. I want to stick a balloon up your...
Hey, listen, as long as it's in your nose,
Coach. One of the best guys, best coaches, motivated.
Levick?
Yeah.
Levick's a great guy.
Yeah,
Joe and I have known Levick since we were kids. We went to school together.
Wow. Coach Levick, do you remember that scenario or no? He probably wouldn't, but that's one of those things that just gets stamped in your memory, because it was just embarrassing, especially as a athlete. You got to respect the coach.
How old are you where Levick was your coach? Because Levick's my age.
High school.
What?
Probably 9th, 10th grade, 11th grade, maybe. 11th.
No, but what year are you?
84.
So he's 4 years older than you.
That was it.
And he was your coach, huh?
Yeah. It was good too.
Oh.
Damn, Levick.
Yeah, look at you.
That's the first time I've ever heard anyone say Coach Levick.
I know.
That's how it is.
But he's been a coach forever.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it sticks with you, right? It's discipline and respect for authority and the coach.
I think that's what we're going to call him from now on.
Coach Levick.
There you go, Coach Levick.
That's it.
That should
You're
be
welcome,
your name,
brother.
Coach Levick.
Get you a license plate.
Coach.
Like when I got my mama EQB.
Yeah.
I requested the license plate EQB.
EQB.
But then my mom's like, "Rest me out of country." Like, that would be either EQB or EQB. It would have been. That license plate is going to be on those Instagram pages.
Oh yeah, it's got to match it.
Anyone who wants to do it, go ahead. You have my blessing. EQB.
Joe, can we go to another ad before we jump into some current event topics real quick?
Of course.
If you've been injured in a car accident, trip and fall, nerve, muscle, joint, any sort of pain at all, hit up Dr. Raffi. He'll take care of everything from A to Z. What's the number at?
818-407-0007.
And tell him the WiseNuts sent you.
All right.
Who was that guy? He looked very interesting.
Sexy guy.
Ooh.
The handsome Cairo.
Did you ever post that video of me doing the skin calves on you?
We're gonna.
Okay, I'm not saying much. That's why I kept it short and sweet.
It's coming soon.
Oh man, I'm surprised no one asked me what kind of socks I'm wearing. Got the bad jujus away. Hold on, where you at? camera.
Right.
Bro,
there you go.
You're lucky I'm flexible, bro.
Jeez, man, you are flexible.
Bro. Well, I got to practice what I preach. And when I was younger, I remember I was gaining weight, going through puberty. So I had like some chest pain at one point, maybe 10, 11, 12 years old. And, my dad picked me up from school early. I missed math class, thinking or your thousand, we used to call it when I went to Pilibos. But, and the doctor that saw me, I think it was Kaiser at that time, smelled like cigarettes, overweight and obese, and he said, you need to diet and exercise. And I remember saying, like, you hypocrite, like, if you're not practicing what you're telling me to do, how do you expect me to motivate myself and do it? And once I became a chiropractor, especially now, I try to be the best version of myself, and that also comes with stretching. So you want to prevent injury. Stretching is very important. At least warm up 5-10 minutes before you work out. You could do some light stretches, and after exercise, you need to stretch. So yeah, I'm flexible.
Power Super Chat unlocked.
Yeah.
They're fueling the WiseNuts madness.
All right, we got a super chat. Who's that from?
Lynette Kasparian.
Lynette Kasparian. Can an adjustment help? I guess she was writing with there.
Tinnitus.
With tinnitus in one ear, hubby is going insane. Saw two
ENTs.
What the hell? What's an ENT? Two ENTs.
Ear throat.
Should I make a joke or not to Osni? Maybe we need to put a mouth thing on you if it's one ear. But yes.
Acupuncture and Chinese meds. 2 months now. Thank you.
Well, good question. I do treatments for TMJ, ringing in the ears, which is tinnitus, if anyone viewing does not know the term, and vertigo. And you've seen the adjustments where I actually adjust the ear.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it's the middle ear. There's 3 bones, malleus, incus, and stapes, and those need to move to start feeling the pressure and the voices and the frequencies coming in. And if those get stuck, inflamed, or irritated, you're going to get ringing in the ear. But it's not just the middle ear. It could be caused by muscles around the neck, mandible, jaw. It could be caused by grinding. So even though one thing might treat the tinnitus, I always try to work on all the surrounding soft tissue. Okay, so I don't want to say I could treat it, but yes, my treatments do react favorably to that, and we do get good results. So it could be a simple fix, a little more complicated. I won't know until I see your husband and examine him, but bring him in,
Consultations are?
You know what, if it's her, just mention this, free consultation exam for you guys. Just bring it in. It's about helping people and building relationships. Yes, money's important. It's a business, but if you don't make memories and create bonds with anyone, it's not worth it for me. So
there you go. What was her name?
Osniv, I think.
No. It wasn't Lynette. If go see Dr. Raffi, let him know the WiseNuts sent you, and you guys will get a free consultation.
What's her husband's name?
And yes,
Mr. Gasparian, I would assume. Lynette Gasparian, maybe Mr.
I can't.
Well, maybe that's her maiden name.
I can't.
That's why I said I would assume. I don't know.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to step on your toes.
Well, thank you for the question. Looking forward to meeting you and your husband.
But yeah, drop your husband's name in there as well, so we could make some notes on that. So
you don't have to pay another $5 to do
that. Come on, guys! I want to hear that noise. That's pretty cool.
The super chat.
Yeah, the super chat noise. All right, so very quickly, you're okay with jumping into some current events really quickly?
Sure.
Look, we don't want to get too crazy political with certain things, but this is one that we want to kind of cover. Tara Alexis Skies. This is a case that happened on December 1st. So, look, we're all fathers. We all have children. But this is something that we needed to kind of discuss and talk about because we do have a lot of parents who listen to us. So, Tara Alexis Skies was arrested and charged with attempted murder and aggravated child abuse after allegedly instructing a child online during roadblocks to harm an infant and her siblings.
Roblox, where the money to play these kid
dude,
games?
Yes, it's
Roblox.
Roblox, whatever
Okay.
it is. My kids don't play. Do your kids play it?
No.
No.
Joe, your daughters are older.
But they're not like social. Well, I mean, they play Roblox only within a local LAN network. I mean, I'm a tech guy, so I'm like, I don't allow them to access it.
So this individual basically went online and told a young boy to drop their infant sibling on their head.
How old was the boy that was told what to do?
10.
Oh.
10.
That's scary.
So
Jesus.
Yeah, monitoring on Roblox has been terrible. There's no monitoring whatsoever. There's like it's literally child predator central. Apparently.
Yep.
Bro, it's insane.
How could that even wow? Poor parents, poor kid.
She's 36 years old. The young boy was 10. He dropped his 2-month-old baby. I guess it doesn't say if it's a brother or sister, but on their head, on the floor, on tiles.
The baby died.
No, survived.
Okay, thank God.
No,
I mean, there was obviously trauma, but this is why, she's being charged with attempted murder. This is why it's so important, man.
So they do have proof. They could go back, right, and check the conversations.
Oh, yeah,
Luckily,
definitely.
the son or the kid was at an age where he could communicate what was told to do. You know what I mean?
Listen to this one. Skies also instructed the child to drown their infant in the bathtub.
That's disgusting.
Like there's individuals like this out there.
I mean, what has the world come to, man? It's insane.
And a lot
I know
of
you want to talk about this. Go ahead, Joe.
No, sorry. A lot of people are actually. A lot of kids are playing this. Like
they are.
I know a lot of kids that are playing this.
My oldest daughter was hooked on it, and every so often I would go to see what conversations, and it's like, oh, I'll give you Roblox, be my friend, and stuff like this. And it's like you said, and this is before you realize like it's adults pretending to be children. Oh my!
So the sheriff who is in charge of that county, he's like, I've been in law enforcement for 40 years. I've never seen anything quite like this. The individual Skies also instructed the 10-year-old to burn their infant sibling with scalding hot water. Dude,
what is the end game with this?
Are they not able to put like some type of encryption in the game where certain words
trigger flag
right?
it.
I mean, YouTube, we can't talk about jack shit without getting flagged, but yet on Roblox you can instruct somebody to go kill their baby sibling, and that's fine.
Ironic, isn't it? No, they could definitely filter it out if they really want to, but they're not putting any effort into it whatsoever.
Why not? They should be held accountable too.
For sure.
Because I know they make a lot of money and they've been around for at least 10 years, right?
Easy.
Why not?
Yeah, I have no clue. I mean, there's a lot of things happening right now that don't make sense.
A similar scenario, actually, I heard about last week was at the Mall of America in Minnesota. I heard people talking about it where a mother took her kids and they were 15 minutes early, so the stores weren't open yet. So they were on the third floor just walking around. And the kids are playing right there in the corner while the two adults are talking. And like 25 to 28-year-old males started approaching the kids. And the kids didn't feel threatened or anything. They were smiling and communicating. So the mother didn't think anything of it. And then that 20-something-year-old whispered something into the kid's ear, just grabbed them, threw them down the third story onto a tile from the third story floor.
No, man.
Luckily, there were 2 ER nurses right there who gave CPR, resuscitated him, got the help he needed. The kid survived. But it was,
oh my God,
like dramatic, severe injuries. I think the intestines came forward, or the superior vena cava was collapsed. The lungs were collapsed. But if it wasn't for those nurses being there at that time, that kid would have died. See, it was a young kid. I'm not sure how old, but check it out, Mall of America. And it's like, how scary, is this? You just can't trust anymore. Remember when we were kids, we would go outside and play till the lights came on and it was dark. Right now, I would not let my child go out and just play around in our front lawn without supervision.
Yeah, everybody's terrified of leaving their children unsupervised. I mean, you become a helicopter parent, but at this point, you're kind of realizing that we're not living in the 90s anymore.
Or 80s.
It's not the 90s or the 80s. There was that one video. Remember, you guys, we discussed this as well. It was when the Iranian Revolution, or attempted revolution was going on recently, where people were trying to overthrow the government again and kind of get rid of the Shah, where a lot of people fled Iran. There was that one Ukrainian guy who was on some sort of meds or high on something, where 2-year-old boy or 3-year-old boy sitting there minding his own business at the airport. Basically, this family was seeking refugee, leaving the country. And this Ukrainian guy literally walks up to the infant boy or the toddler, picks him up, slams him on his head. Did we ever find out whatever happened to that young boy?
No,
we never found out, right? Levick, can you
Coach
Levick, can you find out whatever, if you can, send us something on in the chat as far as whatever happened to that? Because, dude, when I saw that happen, like I
actually saw the video for
it. It's horrendous, bro. I don't even want to play it on there, because the poor kid is literally, he's just sitting there minding his own business as the parents are scrambling, because again, you're seeking refugee, bro. You just left the country to seek a better life, and all of a sudden this moron picks up your toddler and slams him on his head. I know they say the kid was in critical condition, but I never followed up to see whatever happened to him. But look, there's sick people in this world, man. And you can't blame a lot of us for being helicopter parents or being overprotective, but at the same time, you gotta help raise your kids to be tough in this world as well.
Yeah, but at that age, how do you?
I know.
But yes, so as moms and dads have a different role, right? Moms need to comfort and take care of them, raise them a certain way. But as dads, we need, especially if we have boys, we need to teach them how to survive, because no one's coming to help you. You know what I mean? And I've gotten it from my wife, where it's like, you're too hard on them and this, that. I'll see. No, I'm not. Let me do my thing, because as a man, I know what's expected and how it should be done. Just got to build them tough. And one thing I've been doing, which helps, because my mom's a warrior. Oh my God. You know, so it's how you react to something. So if the kid falls, maybe just hits their head on the floor, or, you know, falls off the bike, they will respond to how you respond. If you go and panic and freak out, they will cry. But with my son and my daughter too, it's become a funny thing. I just point and laugh, like, good job, buddy, you know, and they'll start laughing. It's the craziest thing. So
the young boy, actually from June 2025, who sustained a severe skull injury and spinal fracture, is actually recovering well.
No.
Yeah, is recovering well. Vladimir Vitkov was the Belarusian man who basically slammed the kid and is being charged with attempted murder. But thank God.
But yeah, that kid's going to have a long road of recovery and probably lifelong, you know, effects. I mean, hopefully they're young, they could recover, but I don't know how severe it is, but I'm sure like a hematoma or a brain bleed.
I mean, thank God it's saying he's recovering well, even though he's sustained severe injuries.
So like this one, if this kid gets old enough to drive and gets in an accident, is the insurance going to say, oh, at 2 years old or 2 months old, you were slammed on the floor from when seeking refugee? This isn't from the car accident. Kind of, I'm going back on.
Yeah. No.
You know, is that really fair?
Yeah. I mean, the you know, the issue, I think, with unfortunately, a lot of more of these incidents are going to occur because more people are on meds today than ever, and that's only going to get worse. And more parents are on their phones than ever, which means they're not paying attention to their kids. When you're in public, you got to watch your kids like a hawk, man. Whether you think it's right, whether it takes too much energy, doesn't matter. If you are responsible for those children until they become a certain age, at least, right? Maybe not up to the age of 18, but up to a certain age, you're 1,000,000% responsible for them, which means watch them like a freaking hawk.
Of course.
Forget your phone. Forget about who posted what they had for lunch on Instagram, whatever, TikTok. Pay attention to your kids. It takes a split second for them to be snapped away or, you know, slammed on their head, which obviously this is complete insanity.
Yeah.
But this is the world we live in now, which means we have to adapt to it. we have to protect our kids. And I see it way too many times at the park when I take my boys to the park. Where like 90% of the parents, they're just like, on the phone and looking at something, scrolling or on FaceTime. Put the damn phone down for that 1 hour. Spend the time with your kid before something happens to them. And twice during COVID when I was at the park, I don't know if you guys remember, there's been 2 incidents where I had to help a mom find their kid at the park because like, I don't know where.
Like a split second.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, put the phone because you were FaceTiming your friend, Okay, you'll tell her later when you go home. Call her and then you'll tell her do podcast.
I don't know if this is a male instinct or not. Nothing against the moms, okay? But I was at the park with my kids alone 2 months ago, whatever it was. And I noticed that too. Even some men just on their phones, not paying attention. But like me, I'm like very protective, right? Always have to face the door where I'm in restaurants or whatnot, just to assess for threats. And I'm constantly going back and forth, checking to see who's there. If my daughter's too far, I tell her to come join us and whatnot. And
how many kids do you have, Raffi?
3
boys, girls.
Two girls, and then my son who just turned 3 last week.
Oh, nice! Happy birthday!
We were at indoor water park. Thank you. It was one of the top things on my list to, God willing, have a son and name him after my dad. And after that, it's like I'm on top of the world because. I mean, I think my dad said we could trace back like at least 5 generations where it's Grigor and Sahag. So we have, when my grandpa died, one of like the older people where my grandpa was covered for actually brought a big paper tree drawing that dates my family tree back to like the 1600s or something. And then you could see my uncles and my dad, and then 3 branches of me, my brother and sister. And
so you guys have a tomatsar, yeah?
Yeah. Tonatsar?
Toma. It's
well, with Christmas, but yeah.
It's the ancestry tree.
Yeah, and it was very humbling. And I was like, I need to continue that. So happy birthday, Grigor.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday. Yeah, it's so important to have conversations with your kids, making sure that they understand that you are the one that they should open up to 100%. when they need guidance, when they need advice, when they want to even open up their heart to somebody. You should be the one for it. I mean, just recently we saw film producer and director Rob Reiner. Him and his wife were murdered, and now allegedly his son has been taken into custody because he's the one that stabbed his parents to death.
What was the proof? I know, like their daughter woke up and found them.
Basically,
but why the accusation? There was just
the accusations are basically the relationship that they've had recently, especially
no forced entry. Anything.
No forced entry. Okay. It was. There's been a lot of arguments, fighting. Neighbors have actually complained about loud arguments that have been taking place in the home. So again, nothing is cemented.
Well, the son was a drug addict living on the streets, no?
He was. I mean, they had taken him in a couple of times to help him, and
jeez,
we saw how that ended up. But
sad.
It's this Hollywood thing, man. I don't know what it is that all these Hollywood producers and actors and directors, why are all their kids ending up like this? They're all freaking like druggies or trans or I don't know what the hell's going on with them.
I mean, I could only assume, but maybe they have parties being thrown and anything probably goes in these parties, or their parents are gone, so there's no one kind of training them or teaching them what's right or wrong or what to avoid. And sometimes they just do it because they're bored, or there's no strive or devotion to build a career for financial support since they have it already with their parents, and they're just bored with their lives, or they just do it to possibly get some attention back from their parents, and it could be very,
they were
down very fast.
Joe Rogan was discussing not this particular situation because this was a few days ago when he had Ethan Hawke. Was it
the
Ethan?
Actor?
Yeah, Ethan Hawke was his name, right? From White Fang and Training Day.
Yeah.
So they were talking about, because Ethan started in acting and theater at a young age, and then he left for several years. So they were discussing about all these Hollywood kids, child stars who grow up and become, can't lead a normal life. And one of the things which was interesting they were talking about is that because anytime you go into Hollywood at a young age or something out of the norm, you don't have the same that maturation that a normal individual does, right? Going through the teen years and maturing and having the experiences you're supposed to have to develop as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
So when that's altered and you have to develop differently, or you don't even have time to develop because now you're 13-year-old kid acting as somebody's, 17-year-old daughter or son or whatever role you're playing, you don't have the same development that an average kid does at that age, at teenage years, or whatever year they start. Mm-hmm. And that they were discussing how that could potentially cause for them to go into drugs and all these, you look at the Justin Biebers of the world, the Britney Spearses and everybody else.
Well, 80s kids, Macaulay Culkin also.
Culkin, right? Yeah.
And in a sense, I could also agree that what Michael Jackson went through.
Oh, yeah.
That's why
100%.
he had like such a obsession with children. Let's just put it that way.
I mean, look at it. Can you ever imagine yourself, even at this age, right? At the age of 41, you walking on the street, having zero privacy. Imagine you're going to dinner anywhere with your wife, kids.
I wouldn't wish it. I don't want it.
I mean, you can't, right? It's unimaginable. Zero privacy. Literally, even if you're, let's say, standing in the balcony of your own beach house, wherever you happen to be, in a yacht, somebody's taking a photo 100%. Of you. Somebody's taking pictures. It's being posted on TMZ or cover of whatever magazines are out there, gossip magazines these days, social media. You have zero life.
And they put whatever alternative or headline they want, just to sell or
clicks, baby, clicks. That's all.
Just because you're wearing a Speedo, it's like Dr. Raffi comes out of the closet. You're like, dude, I was just wearing Speedos because I'm in Greece.
Oh, like closet. Okay, I was like, what am I doing in the closet? I was in Greece actually, but I thought about this because I was at a wedding a year or so ago, and it's always cool when you get people who follow you. They come and give you pointers or appreciation and stuff like that. But the first time I realized, I'm like, oh my God, celebrities have no privacy. I'm in the restroom at a banquet hall and I'm standing there and there's a guy that's standing next to me and there's the divider. And he's like, he turns, looks at me. He's like, oh my God, Dr. Raffi, what's up, bro? I'm like, no, not until after we wash our hands. Could you adjust my neck? Not in the men's bathroom. I'm not so.
Yeah, sit on the toilet. I'll just your neck right now.
But it's like, that's me. I'm like a nobody kind of thing. But like, can you imagine what like your Justin Bieber's or whoever is popular nowadays?
Yeah, dude. Michael Jackson.
They had gone to Raffi's the other day. Justin Bieber.
Yeah, apparently.
He went to Raffi's?
Apparently, Kylie or Kendall or one of the Jenners basically was at Raffi's with Bieber until midnight.
They close at 10.
I know.
Why Raffi?
I know. And then they apparently left together after. So spouses weren't there.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Allegedly.
Did they have Sultani?
I don't know.
He used to live at the Montauk. You know that, right? In Beverly Hills.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He used to always be there.
Bro, that guy's life too, man. Like constant paparazzi. Yeah. But going back to Michael Jackson had zero childhood.
Yeah, none.
Zero childhood. He was, I mean, it's out and about. There's so many documentaries about it.
Was he the youngest of the Jackson 5?
No, I don't think he was the youngest. He was one of the middle ones, but he was, I mean, his father beat the crap out of him, bro. His father really, really tortured him. I mean, there was stories from his older brothers and obviously him as well, where they talked about, his dad using a belt during rehearsals.
Wow.
So imagine like you're 5, 6, 7 years old. Yeah, you got a great talent, you got a great voice, and there's something special about you. But all of a sudden, instead of you going out and playing on the playgrounds and hanging out with your friends and having that childhood that you deserve, you're on tour. And not on tour as in like, a couple cities here, maybe a banquet hall over there. No, you're on worldwide tours constantly. So growing up, I mean, can you blame the guy wanting to like build his, what was it called? Neverland, right?
Neverland Ranch.
Neverland Ranch, where he had the Ferris wheels and the go-karts and all the amusement park kind of theme rides, where he's like, you know what, I'm going to invite some kids over and we're going to enjoy these rides together. But, they took it to another level. They said that he was a child molester, allegedly, and he was a pedophile. But when you asked him, he was like, dude, I didn't hurt any children. I would never hurt any child. But what do we know?
It's crazy if you put it that way. In the plane, no sleep, and something you enjoy like singing becomes like a verbal and physical abuse.
Oh yeah.
Well, wasn't Rabbi Shmuley his doctor?
Is Rabbi Shmuley even a doctor?
No.
Yeah, no, not
Shmuley?
Rabbi.
No.
Who? Yeah.
He's not a doctor.
Well, he was the one that was in charge of medication or something like that.
No. That's not.
Am I confusing you?
Yes.
So why would they say that he killed?
No, it was not Dr. Shmuley. He had I forget his name.
Rabbi.
He had a cardiologist at the time, and they gave him, what is that? That
Sleeping,
anesthesia thing. Not ketamine, the other one. Basically overdosed and died, in a sense, from the anesthesia.
But they found that doctor's entire prescription pad in the residence of Michael Jackson. Correct?
Yeah.
And the drugs
And
that he was basically...
He got prosecuted too, the doctor.
Yeah,
Of course.
But I mean, the life he had from the surgeries, and obviously he was diagnosed with vitiligo as well, where his skin basically...
There's no...
it's an autoimmune disease, basically.
Melanin.
Yeah. So basically your skin turns pale white. And I mean, he had the botched nose and hair loss as well, where he had multiple hair transplant surgeries. I mean, he tried to keep this image of, who he was, but at the same time, you look at how Michael Jackson started and how Michael Jackson ended. It's completely two different people.
Yeah. I mean, he's buried in Glendale.
Is he really?
Yeah,
he is.
To Forest Lawn in
Glendale Forest Lawn. Yeah,
Wow.
Glendale Forest Lawn.
I mean,
24-hour security there.
Being a world-renowned pop star, then he ends up in
Bro, Glendale is known as, one of the, if not
Yeah.
the most famous burial ground.
The Three Stooges are there as well.
Yeah.
I think Charlie Chaplin is there as well, isn't he?
The Glendale one, okay.
Not
I'm thinking
the Hollywood Hills.
Laurel
No.
and Harvey. I don't know if you remember the fat guy.
Yeah.
One. They're at the Hollywood Hills one. I remember seeing it.
Interesting. But yeah, Nick Reiner, 32 years old, who's struggled with substance abuse, has been taken into custody as of Sunday night, booked for murder in the county jail, and will remain there until bail. Will remain there without bail. I'm sorry. So at this point, Nick is suspect number one.
And the dad directed The Princess Bride, one of my favorite movies, because anybody want a peanut,
Yeah.
Or I was like, as you wish, until when someone asks me something, sometimes I'll do that. Like,
When Harry Met Sally, The Princess Bride. Wow. Oh man,
this hasn't happened probably since the Menendez brothers, right?
No, it hasn't. Not like this.
Did the Menendez brothers have like that drug abuse and stuff?
Well, the Menendez brothers were sexual abuse. By their own father.
Allegedly.
If Mark Irakos would come on the show, we would.
And clarify it, Mark.
Yes.
Mark.
Gotta text you again. God. Sheesh, man. I feel like I'm dating the guy.
We'll fly you out from La Cañada. Jeez. We'll land the helicopter right on the roof.
He keeps wanting to do remote, but life is different.
Oh, because he's so far away.
Yeah.
You guys go to him.
Well,
Yeah. You're welcome.
I'll text him tomorrow morning.
All right.
I'll text him now with tomorrow's settings. So I don't forget.
Is there anything else that you want to cover tonight before we call it?
Just, going back on, it's the parents not paying attention and stuff, and certain things that has become with society, children like not being courteous and respectful and just in their own space. It's not the kid's fault. I kind of have to say we got to look at the parents. They're not parenting. They're not showing love and teaching them. Like growing up, imagine you're seeing things for the first time. You don't know what's right and wrong, what's expected of you in society, in public, in private, as a citizen, and just if we just gave it a little more effort and time to raising our children.
Look at how much does the phone distract us as adults?
Well, at that moment when I was looking for the Uber, we were all on it, but it can be distracting. It's easy.
Unless you put it away. You kind of almost lock it away.
Or put it on silent.
It's super distractive. And we're grown-ass men. Imagine a kid who's developing how distracting it is for them. How are they supposed to learn to pay attention to anything?
Bro, we had an incident on Saturday. We had a family photo shoot that took place.
For Christmas.
And
am I going to get a copy?
Yes, you are. Yes. So listen to this.
With the mouth guard or mouth tape.
Mouth tape.
Listen, man, you guys talk all the shit you want about my mouth tape. I promise you. Once you guys start using mouth tape, you will thank me later.
CFR.
It comes with a butt cork too.
It's a butt plug.
Butt plug, yeah, just in case, you know. One doesn't work.
So listen to this story. Saturday, we had a family photo shoot, and with my kids, we're very strict as far as their diet. Dude, again,
is it because you're doing it or
no? Just our family in general. We're very cautious as to processed sugars and our carbohydrate intake.
Awesome. Narcotics,
bro. Yeah, not him, but bro, my son had a handful of marshmallows and some cookies because it was at the photo shoot, and I'm just like,
oh, yeah, she has marshmallows there,
and I'm just like, he'll be okay, and dude, listen to this: marshmallows, cookies, and then obviously we had to use the phone as a distraction for some of the shoots that we were doing where he wasn't involved in it.
How old is he?
He's 3 turning 4.
Okay.
So he's still in his tantrum 3s. He's not in the fuck you 4s yet. So
that what you call that explains it.
Yeah.
What are you at?
Huh?
Where are you at?
I'm in the screw you 39s. But listen to this, man. My kid turned into a completely different child because of certain things that he ate, processed sugars, and obviously overstimulation of this. Saturday, he was not himself. And you can't blame him because it's kind of like, okay, what have I ate? What has it done to my gut? What has it done to my head? And what have you put in front of me that I've watched because I'm raging on sugar and now I'm coming off of the high of the sugar and I'm overstimulated on this goddamn device. It's just like anything you were saying to him, it's like, Alec, we're doing this. No, I'm not doing that. Alec, we're doing this. No, I'm not doing it. It was just, and you can't blame him because he's 3, bro. What am I going to do? I'm going to smack him around, throw him in his room, shut the door, and be like, you know what?
Were you wearing a belt?
I was wearing a belt, yes. I was wearing a belt. I did not take the belt off. But it just tells you what this stuff can do to your child.
Even they're saying the food and cereal, like the red dyes and stuff, it could be one of the reasons for this ADD.
Red 40.
Yeah, and I'm glad they're trying to get it removed because other countries you can't even get it. I was in Europe. I was like, I'm tasting food for the first time. Like every restaurant I went, the McDonald's, the fries taste like McDonald's French fries. Like, but it's so fresh. Like a tomato. I ate a tomato. I'm like, oh my God, this is like delicious. You know, I even had an olive. Yes, I know my grandpa was born in Greece. I have a story why I don't eat olives anymore.
You don't eat olives.
Why?
Where did you go in Greece?
Oh wait, were you the one with the story about the eyeballs?
No.
Okay, never mind.
I know which one you're talking about.
Who was it?
So no, that was on a show. I think it was like one of those talk shows, daytime talk shows, and it was a girl that was afraid, had a phobia of olives because it reminded her of a grandfather's eyes.
Oh, that's hilarious! And someone came with a jar of olives. My friend Manuk sent me that. Actually.
Yeah, this is an old episode. Really.
So
old
why don't you like olives?
So all I remember is my mom, my morkur, my aunt, and my pretty much older cousin Mari in the kitchen preparing for like a big gathering of guests. Typical, right? Everyone's just in the kitchen, and I just see a full bag, like telephone, of just black olives. I don't know why. I just grabbed it. I didn't even go to the backyard. I went to the front of the house, closed the door behind me. I'm standing in front of the house. I'm just eating those olives. And I think I almost finished the whole bag, which is probably a pound or more, like literally like this. And I didn't feel well after. And since then, I just couldn't stand the olives. But this is actually the best zakuski. I went to Athens and Mykonos, but it was like towards the end of a 3-week trip. So
you can't even have a dirty martini.
I wouldn't, but I'm starting to eat olives now.
Okay. So you're going
eggplants I didn't like. I'm starting to like, as you age, your taste buds change.
Your palate changes, absolutely.
Palat.
Yeah. But no, I mean, it's crazy as far as the food outside of America, how different it tastes. And I experienced that in Armenia.
And looks
and looks.
You know, like some ranch or ketchup is not the same. You know, I don't prefer I like the ketchup here, but again, it's probably because it's so much sugar in it.
Well, thank God, Red 40's out of ketchups now.
It's done, right?
So In-N-Out, for example, no more Red 40. In fact, some cereals are removing Red 40 as well. So your Fruit Loops, your Trix, all those cereals that you're getting your kids, you're going to notice the reds aren't as red and vibrant anymore. They're going to look a lot more pinkish.
But you won't see chips or cereal in my house. Absolutely not.
You know that it's not just Red 40. There's also that blue one, the blue, I don't know, another number. There's a lot, man. They're just targeting Red 40, but there's so many other things.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like a lot of people, when they say, oh, you know what, I ate this when I was a kid as well, go look at the ingredients when you ate it and go look at the ingredients today.
Yep.
Look at how much high fructose corn syrup is in everything. And if you see high fructose corn syrup,
run.
Yep. Throw it away. That is, I mean, it's very addictive and it's poison. I mean, your stomach does not digest it the same way it would if it was a natural sugar.
One thing in regard to Lynette, Raffi
is this the tinnitus?
Yeah, the husband's name is Mike.
Okay, Gasparian.
Not same last name.
Not same last name.
Okay.
See,
if you follow my Instagram, just send me a DM. I'll have a front office reach out, see what we could do. Not a problem. And look, when you come with him, Lynette, if you want me to have him not hear in both ears, just give me a wink like this and we'll take care of it.
We'll fix one and just break the other one.
It's like that skit Vinny once did. Have you seen that skit where he's deaf
Vinny?
and you go, Vinny from PBD's podcast, Oshana.
Okay.
Vincent Oshana. He did a skit where he was a deaf person and he went to what do you call an ear doctor?
ENT.
Okay, he went to an ENT and they put a hearing aid on him and he could hear. Doctor like, can you hear me? He goes, oh my God, I could hear you. And his wife starts, is next to him, goes, oh my God, doctor, this is so great. He goes, ow. He goes, what is it? Is it too loud? He goes, no, is that her voice? He goes, is that what I've been missing? He goes, no, doctor, turn it off. He's like, it's okay, you're gonna get used to it. Don't worry about it.
Hilarious.
He goes, I don't believe anything that's coming out of your mouth.
That's hilarious. What is that noise?
Yeah, what's that noise? It's your wife's voice.
Genius. Wow.
And Joe, do we have any more comments? Anything at all that we want to kind of go over before we call it a night?
Not really.
Where's my crack addicts? Come on.
Crack addicts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Man, by crack, he means...
Yeah.
Hold on.
Adjustment.
There you go. Those. By the way, can we debunk one thing?
Mm-hmm.
Grandmas and moms and the Armenian community has always talked about, don't crack your fingers. When you get older, your hands will start to shake. Yeah. Is that...
Okay. It depends on how you crack them, actually.
Geez.
So
I was hoping
the worst is like this and like this. Yeah, as I do it. Because now you're overstretching one ligament and shortening the other one. So if you do this too often, too much, eventually it's going to get weak and you can cause instability.
Tremors, huh?
A little bit. Just a lot more movement in the joint.
So what, one finger at a time?
The best thing to do, and if you watch my videos, subscribe, like, comment, thank you. I grab it both sides evenly where they're at, like that, and then pull like this. I just adjusted it, but that's the best way to do it.
And it's basically just CO2 leaving your body, right?
Pretty much. Just uneven pressure.
Your fingers, not your body.
Well, those joints, and it gets released, and then you get a hormone release called endorphins.
Fucking smart ass.
You know what? Why don't you give him a mouth guard or a mouth shutter?
It's a freaking mouth tape. I don't know.
Why did you go through chiropractic school remembering medical terms? And he's the what's it called? The mouth wrap?
Mouth trap. That's good.
What's it called?
I said mouth tape like 6 times today. Tape.
2 hours later.
Tape.
What's that mouth thing?
What's that thing you put on your nose again? I think you're completely off at this point.
No, I forgot. What's it called?
Mouth tape.
Mouth shutter, bro.
Mouth.
Shutter mouth. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Now they really have to sponsor.
Oh, that's
it
would be awesome if the company's name is not mouth tape. It's like mouth shutter, really.
No, it's not Melch.
And imagine after seeing this episode, they reach out.
They have a very, very, very unique name. I'll say it off air, where you'll be like, oh, wow, that's very catchy.
I love that. And that to me will earn my business, like a nice pun and stuff. Because I'm very creative and I respect that. And that I gravitate towards that. Yeah, so just the name alone, I may become a consumer just off the marketing alone.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever have, let me put it this way. If you're involved in a car accident and you need chiropractic help, reach out to Dr. Raffi. At the same time, sports injuries, slip and falls, anything related to nerve, muscle, tension, pain, anything like that as well. And if you need the right person to help you and you need the right guidance as far as helping you readjust everything, this man right here, Dr. Raffi.
Thank you very much. We do specialize. I do pretty much all but one table has some type of flexion or distraction, decompression component to it, because we do treat a lot of disc injuries, which is treated with decompression. Obviously, we do the Y strap too, and we get great results.
And then as far as, I wanted to ask you this one more thing. What do they call it when the pain shoots in from your hip? Sciatic nerves. Anything? Do you guys help with that as well?
Which, like sciatic symptoms can be caused by a lot of different things. Most commonly is the disc herniation, which if you think of, I didn't bring my models. I was running late, man. But think of the vertebrae in between is a jelly donut. If through time or trauma, if I push down on a jelly donut, what's going to happen? The jelly is going to pierce the dough. It's going to be flatter. If I push it hard enough, the jelly is going to leak out. And it usually leaks out in the back or the sides where the nerves reside. Did that rhyme? I didn't do it on purpose. That was great. Eric Boyakchan trademarked that thing.
We'll add a beat to it.
Yeah. Make sure that's in my video, right? If it pushes on it, and that's, remember the hose analogy I gave with the water flowing? If it's pushing on that nerve, so that nerve's job is to contract the muscle and make it feel. So that numbness tingling is because the nerve isn't allowed to support it, or it's not sending the signal all the way. It could be due to tight muscles in the area pushing down on the lumbar plexus, but most of the time it's decompression. I see it all the time. I've had a patient, I will let you finish, one of those where you change someone's life. She came in a wheelchair, unable to walk. She lost the strength in her legs because of a severe disc herniation. Till this day, I think it was the second biggest disc herniation I've ever treated without surgery. I think it was 17 or 18 millimeters. Huge. That's like, I don't know how that thing hasn't ripped off. It did take 5 months. Yes, I didn't charge her a lot of the time because it was going to be expensive. And I know the job she did, it wasn't affordable. And her job was actually a kindergarten teacher. So she's lifting all these kids, which is what you cannot do. After 5 months, and we started off every day, then 4 days a week, 3, 2, 1, every other week. She came, got on her knees, started crying. She's like, you saved my life. Wow. And like, I'll never forget it, and I'll tear up, but like, oh my God, I felt like so humble. Thank you, God, for putting me through the trauma, the accidents, the no sleep at nights to graduate. Even if this is the only patient I get to change their life, it's honestly the most beautiful feeling. So rewarding. So I just had to share that because of the whole disc herniation. A wheelchair to a cane to like literally walking, and I haven't seen her 9 years.
Oh, wow.
So which is a great thing, yeah.
That's what my mom would do. Hi, Mom.
And then inversion tables, what are your thoughts on
I
those?
like them. Just be careful, because I have a patient actually ordered one from Amazon. They did that, and it collapsed or it broke, disassembled, hit his head, had a hematoma, one of those brain bleeds. But it's good, and depends on what type of injury you have, how bad your pain is. But especially if you're going to see a chiropractor who does decompression, if you do it in between visits, I think it would be very beneficial.
Because they talk about the inversion table just to helping decompress the spine.
That's you could even just do like a little push-up or hang. As long as you keep your low back muscles relaxed, you can feel your spine opening up. How long are you going to maintain that?
Yeah. Have you seen those things as well where they tie them to the door and then you lay down and it wraps around your neck?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on those?
Just hang yourself.
Well, not hang yourself literally. It's like, have you seen that thing where you hanging around across the ceiling?
They call the therapy Epstein, right?
The ceiling fan, you throw it up and it starts spinning, and then you kick the chair from underneath your. Oh God, I'm going into a very dark place right now.
But before I could afford these fancy tables that you guys take as granted nowadays, there was a time where I used those where it wasn't hanging from a door. Well, yeah, but it was with a pouch. You fill water, and as you go up, you see what pound of pressure filling up the water to that line was. Actually, I had a female patient once. She's just taking a picture, and it's like pulling up or like this. I'm like, "Are you okay? What are you doing?" He's like, "Yeah, I got in a fight with my husband, and I'm showing him this picture and telling him I'm gonna hang myself." Sorry, I don't mean, yes, sensitive subject, but I use those, and I think it's great as long as you know what you're doing. But nowadays we have those fancy tables where we strap them face up on their back, and we could put pressure and a range, and it actually starts pumping. You're not just held in one position.
Oh,
Once you start pumping all the connected soft tissue, what it does is it creates a vacuum effect, and that jelly that leaked out from that jelly donut, it slowly gets sucked in. And don't forget, you have to start repairing those layers of tissue that stabilize that as well. So the crazy thing is, especially in the arm, happens more often, but the leg, as less pressure is put on the nerve, the pain, let's say, goes to your calf. Okay, it slowly stops going to the calf and only ends here, and then slowly starts traveling back to your low back and localizes. Eventually, your low back pain will get worse, but that's the best sign, because as long as your leg pain numbness is gone and your low back's hurting, that means the pain is now localized. It's no longer putting pressure on the nerve where it's radiating. Does that make sense? Great results. Damn, I can't wait to go to work tomorrow. I'm so pumped.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't try to adjust yourself. Seek a professional. If you're going to seek a professional, seek this man right here, Dr. Raffi.
Don't try to adjust yourself.
I'm just telling you, bro. You see some of these videos online. People like, if you want to crack your lower back, lay on the floor and turn your back this way, and all of a sudden you're going to be walking into Dr. Raffi's office.
We should make a video of that. But a lot of those taboo things you hear too, it's not chiropractors doing most of them. It's like massage therapists or friends performing it on each other. And, I adjusted your neck, right? And some guy's like, "Oh, I do that to my girlfriend all the time." I'm like, what?
Maybe that's not what it was referring to.
It was. I don't want to go there, bro. It's late.
She's still awake.
Yeah. You know how to prevent that, right?
What?
Put a mouth shutter on. I know it's mouth tape, but I had to go with it. It's just you wouldn't have laughed as much.
Oh, good.
That mouth thing.
Oh, jeez. Guys, WiseNuts pick up some merch, help support the show.
Before we end it,
what is it?
I have an idea. I don't know if you want to try it or not.
What's your idea, Joe?
Why don't we have a quick adjustment of the neck real quick for you?
For me?
Yeah.
You want to do an adjustment?
You could say the waiver. You could say the waiver.
He's already signed it.
Yeah, I know he signed it, but you couldn't say it live on the air too. So
well, I can't decline. I'm put on the spot. But happy holidays to everyone and their families and loved ones. Merry Christmas. And okay, I'll give the gift of Gureghian.
Well, let's do this. Let's do this. We're gonna end the show right now. But then as soon as I do the little kind of end lining, you can come over and you can, I guess, do a negative. You want to do it here, or where do you want?
Kicking me out?
No.
No, right behind you.
No. Right. We're gonna do it. Can you do it on this chair?
No, not the whole. Just the neck.
Well, I'm not gonna lay down on the table.
No.
You know what? I'll only do it if you lay down on the table. No, we could do it seated, no problem.
All right.
We'll do it seated.
WiseNutsPodcast.com. Click on the link right there. Pick up some merch. Help support the show. Today is the 5th. Today's 12/15. Well, no, you know what? We're gonna have a show next week. I was gonna actually wish everybody a Merry Christmas, but we'll see.
Just wish them happy Easter.
Well, I'm not gonna be here, so I had to.
Well, yeah, you had to. But today's show will be up and running.
He's gonna call out sick next Monday.
No, bro, are you kidding me? I never call out sick. Today's show will be up and running on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all major platforms mañana. The video format of this podcast will be up and running on Wednesday. Other than that, have a great week. And you know what? Dr. Raffi is going to come over, and I guess he's going to adjust my neck right now. So, are we doing it right now?
Yeah, but let me wash my hands. At least I need to sanitize it.
I don't need to wash your hands.
Yeah?
His neck's not sanitized.
Yeah, we'll put some mouth tape on it.
Of these or what? Oh,
Yeah, just do it live, man.
all right. Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
Just careful. Don't.
Don't.
There you go. Yeah, just,
No
he
liabilities.
just tore his ACL, but it's fine.
All right, I want to see this.
Okay.
Take the booster seat.
Look, he's my little help.
Watch, he's gonna get taller now.
Oh, jeez.
Back, brother. Anything actually bothering you?
Yeah, okay.
You got it. Yeah,
Let's do
put the mic close so we could hear the crack.
Oh my god.
Nice. Okay, just lean back.
Well, don't
Just
break
drop
it.
your shoulder. Left shoulder. No. Look at the camera.
I felt that here.
Merry Christmas.
Merry.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, you're not. Oh, you're gonna just say. Oh.
Louisa.
Ooh. Yeah, I heard it.
Let's see what you have
Oh, that one's tight.
right there. Yeah.
That's what she said.
Drop your right shoulder. Unleash the Kraken.
Oh, that felt good.
Amazing.
And I have a balloon waiting for you, Joe.
Oh no!
Are we doing arm ones as well?
Ours you can do off
no,
camera.
no, Armand as well?
Ours you can do off camera.
Bro, if I keep doing this, I don't know why I'm not going to be invited every week. Bro.
Oh, look, I got taller. Guys, again, today's episode will be up and running on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all major platforms mañana. Thank you, Dr. Raffi.
You're welcome.
Have a great week. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys all next week.
Stay adjusted.